YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Boba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. Up next on the list of player reviews, we're going to go ahead and check out the new Sprint Supreme Evolution card for none other than Christian Romero. Romero is an 84 rated card. He has the mostly lengthy acceleration type, right footer with 3-star skill moves and 2-star weak foot. Now we don't see any versatility with the card as you can only play him at the center back position. And if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is pretty well rounded from a defensive point of view. The physical side to his game is going to be really effective, but the technical side does lack just a little bit. Now, as you guys know, with the Sprint Supreme Evolution, the player that you end up evolving does get a +10 to both their sprint speed and acceleration, but the max upgrade is capped at 78. So Romero does get a full upgrade, which is really nice to see. And with Romero, I do think that he isn't the most desirable of players, and the main reason behind that was his pace. But now with the upgrades and him having 85 defending and 81 physicality, I do think that we're going to start seeing him a little bit more often. Now, he does have 78 pace overall with 77 acceleration and 78 sprint speed. For a center back this early on in FC 25 is really nice. As you guys know, the recovery speed for center backs this year is a lot better, so I think that he's most definitely going to be able to get the job done. Now, if you do want to incorporate him as a ball playing center back, the 59 passing and 66 dribbling are going to be two really important stats. And for the most part, he doesn't have the craziest of passing stats: 50 vision, 75 short pass, and 64 long pass. In all honesty, boys, I don't really see his passing being too consistent in game, but the cross diagonals, in my opinion, are still going to be quite effective. Now, when it comes to his center back's dribbling, the two most important stats are his reactions and his composure, and he does have 85 reactions and 82 composure. That's honestly phenomenal for a center back. I think that he's going to be a really responsive defender, and he's going to be very easy to control. 67 agility and 64 bounce this early on in the game is not half bad either. So if you do prefer like your smaller center backs that are a little bit more swift and easy to control, I think that Romero would be a really good option for you. And then last but not least, boys, and the two standout stats for the card, the 85 defending and 81 physical. 86 interceptions, 85 defensive awareness, and 86 stand tackle. He should be very consistent in the tackle and very good at breaking up the play, especially when you go ahead and pair that with his 81 physicality. Now, he does have 86 jumping. He isn't the tallest of center backs. He is 6'1", so he isn't the tallest of center backs, but he does have the aerial playstyle. So aerially, I think that he's still going to be very effective. And then he does also have 83 strength and 89 aggression, so he should be very strong both on and off the ball. Now, if we jump on over to Footbin, boys, we can see that Romero does have 4 different playstyles. He has the bruiser, intercept, slide tackle, and aerial. 2 player role pluses for the card as well. You can play him as a stopper and then also as a ball playing defender. And then he can have the controlled lengthy and mostly lengthy acceleration type. So when it comes to chemistry styles, boys, there's 2 options that are going to work really well with the card. If you do want maybe like a little bit more of a balanced upgrade, you can go ahead and give him the anchor chem style. Now with the anchor chem style, he is going to have the mostly lengthy acceleration type, 82 pace, 91 defending, and 87 physicality. For a center back this early on in FC 25 is incredible. But if you do want to maybe go ahead and get the most out of his pace, the shadow chem style is another really good option. Now with the shadow, he is going to have 86 pace overall, 85 acceleration, and 86 sprint speed. With the recovery speed for center backs this year is going to be really effective. And then it's also going to give the card 92 defending, 94 interceptions, 89 defensive awareness, and 94 stand tackle. And something that I find really interesting, boys, if we go ahead and look at this little chart right here, with either the shadow or the anchor chem style, he does become an 89 rated center back. That's going to be very interesting to test out in today's video. If you guys do enjoy these FC 25 player reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is a team we're going to be using in Division Rivals to test out the new Romero card. We're going to be playing him at the center back position in the 4-3-2-1 formation. So without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Romero card. We are coming up against Erling Haaland, Nunes, Adama Traore, Kovacic, Hemp. It's a very good team. Now, the plan is to go ahead and test him out as a ball-playing center back in the 4-3-2-1 formation. Alongside testing out the physical side to his game, we also want to test out how good he is technically, and I think that that's going to be really interesting. Now, first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every player review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Now, we already did do a player review on Konate, so it's going to be interesting to compare the two. Now, Romero does not have the craziest of agility and balance, and you can most definitely feel that in game, but I feel like he's a little bit more smooth on the ball compared to Konate. Now, because he does have really good reactions and composure, we are going to try to do as much manual defending with the card as possible. That's a really good interception right there. I love the fact that he does have the intercept playstyle. The bruiser is really nice as well, and then the aerial, man, especially up against like your taller, more physical type of strikers, that's going to work really well. I feel like he's just trying to run it down the line. Romero, there it is, boys. That's another great interception. Decent pace as well with the anchor chem style. Might just try to get Hoyland in behind. It's a decent pass, boys. We'll take that. And that's exactly what we need him to do as a center back. You know, break up the play, advance the ball forward, play some pretty decent passes. Now, we did signal Wan-Bissaka to make that run. I might just try to go over the top with Romero. It's actually a really accurate pass. I think we're going to be able to keep it in. It's a lovely touch as well. For the most part, his long-range passing hasn't been anything too crazy, but if you do like to play long balls, I mean, you can most definitely incorporate it. Now, this guy is just trying to play it into Haaland as much as possible, but that's another really good interception. Has been very consistent at breaking up the play. Yeah, man, he might try to go over the top. Romero tracking the run of Haaland. That's not too bad. Again, man, with that little pace upgrade, I feel like in game, he is a very quick center back. Not only is he very responsive, but like when it comes to sprint speed acceleration, it is very good with the anchor. Now, we do have a corner in the 58th minute. And as you guys know, 6'1", really good jumping, the aerial play style as well. We are going to try to whip it into Christian Romero. Now, I'm not the greatest at corners, but we'll give it a try. Oh, you know what, boys? It's not bad, man. That is most definitely a constant threat. It's been a very scrappy game with Romero over top through ball. It's actually a really good ball. It might be a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, and that's the inconsistency that you get with the technical side to his game. But I will say, I do think that his passing has been a little bit better than I expected it to be. Romero. Manual defending, sharp in the tackle, man. Even though he doesn't have to anticipate, I think he's been very consistent in the tackle. All right, boys, here we are jumping into game number 2, and so far, so good. We're coming up against Timo Werner, Grimaldo, Gabriel Martinelli, Musiala, Saliba in there as well. It's a very good team. But yeah, man, I do think that if you're on a budget and you're looking for a center back to go ahead and use in the Evolution, Romero is a really good option. As of recording the video, he is only going on the market for 2,000 coins. So in all honesty, man, with the upgrades, a fantastic center back to go ahead and pick up. Might thread it through the middle. Romero, a little bit of manual defending. Yeah, this guy's very patient in the build-up. He's trying to move us. But with Romero, I'm just going to continue using like the jockey defending. Musiala, very tricky player, man. Musiala is a great player to go ahead and pick up. He's gone over the top. Leno should deal with it. There we go. Now, just to apply a little bit more pressure, I might try to get Kluivert in behind. Cross diagonal into Kluivert. Maybe could have paused it or delayed the pass a little bit more, but it's worked out for us. That's a good ball. Kluivert, I'm just going to go near post, see what happens. Sanchez, that's a good save. But if you are struggling to break down your opponent, sometimes you can just go for one long ball like that, and you can create yourself a chance. Grimaldo, down this left-hand side. You don't see many people using Grimaldo as a left wing, but this guy is. Romero, he's played it into Werner. Werner, very agile. Musiala, very agile as well. But Romero is a very swift defender. Unlucky not to get possession right there, but we defend it pretty well. Does have Werner making that run. I don't want to leave a gap in the defensive line. Werner. He's gone for a power shot. Great, man. Very consistent in the tackle. Even though he doesn't have to anticipate, it has been very good, especially with the anchor chem style. Romero, a little bit of containing right here. This guy loves the power shot. And the power shot is really OP this year, so you have to cover it as much as possible. Romero, again, man. Things you love to see. Romero, nice. We can carry the ball forward. Come on, boys. We got to get a goal back in this game. Good power behind his runs, man. Things you love to see. As a just going to contain a little bit. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Christian Romero Evolution card in a few games of Division Rivals. And with the upgrades, man, a very much usable center back now in FC 25. If we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give him the anchor chem style. So he does have 81 acceleration and 82 sprint speed. And for the most part, man, a very quick center back in-game. If you do want him to be even more quick, you can always go ahead and give him the shadow chem style. But for me personally, boys, with the anchor, I think that he's a little bit more balanced from a defensive point of view. Now, as that ball playing center back, the 59 passing is a really important stat for the card, and with this 75 short pass and 64 long pass, it wasn't very consistent. But if you do play those cross diagonals, I do still think that they are very effective to go ahead and use this year. It's not going to work out every time, but if you do have to switch up the play a little bit and you do have to play that long ball, I think that it can most definitely get the job done. Now, one reason that I absolutely love this new Romero card is the fact that he does have really good reactions and really good composure. Like I said, man, he's a very swift and a very responsive defender. If you do prefer like your more agile type of center backs that are really easy to control, I do think that Romero is most definitely going to fit your style of play. Now, with the anchor chem style, he does have 90 interceptions, 89 defensive awareness, and 94 stay in tackle. He was very consistent in the tackle, very good at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward. And ultimately, when you go ahead and pair that with his physicality, a very difficult defender to get around. He does have 91 strength and then also 93 aggression. And for me personally, boys, the physical side to his game was incredible, man. Very strong both on and off the the ball. He wins the majority of his duels, whether the ball is on the ground or in the air. Aerially, he was very good. And now with the upgrades, man, definitely a more desirable center back to go ahead and use, especially if you do run a Premier League team. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the card like an 8.3, 8.4 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him at the center back position in the 4-3-2-1 formation. Now, as of recording the video, he is only going on the market for 2,000 coins, which is an absolute steal in my opinion. Now, as you guys know, with Romero, the main reason why a lot of people don't really use him in their starting 11 is the fact that before the upgrades, he did only have like 68 pace, something like that. But now with the plus 10 to both his sprint speed and acceleration, I do think that he makes an incredible center back for the start of FC 25. Like I said, man, the physical side to his game is absolutely incredible. The technical side does lack a little bit. And if you go ahead and maybe pair him with like a taller, more physical type of center back that's a little bit more quick, maybe like a Konate, I think that that partnership could work really well. And for only 2,000 coins, the Evolution being completely free, if you are on a budget and you're looking for a really solid center back this early on in FC 25, I think that Romero is a really good option and I would highly recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.